And action.
Hello, this is our group presentation on assessing students and teacher strategies for before, during, and after the assessment. And this is our during the exam section. Um, there's many factors that play into a teacher's role in the classroom during uh, assessing assessments for students, and there are some obstacles they face during these assessments, from tardiness, absences, um, to providing students with accommodations and supporting students who are frustrated or asking questions. In this section, we'll outline strategies for teachers to support these students, and we'll address strategies. Yeah, we'll address strategies for teachers to support their students in their classrooms, um, without providing um, unfair guidances, or unfair uh, advice to other students. So first, we'll start with students who are late to an exam. Um, for starters, teachers should consider why that student was absent, whether it's extracurriculars like sports or music and theater. Did they have a doctor's appointment or dentist appointment? Um, or was it just a student's negligence they were late? Regardless of the reason, a teacher should be prepared, since this experience is universal and almost an inevitability, that a student will arrive late to mandatory classroom activities. And so a teacher can support their students and make the process easy for everybody by outlining a policy and a syllabus and providing that to students and parents at the beginning of the school year or each semester. Um, for legitimate reasons of absence, or tardiness, um, students are eligible for full credit. If it's an illegitimate reason, then their actions may result in a grade reduction. Um,
Another topic to address is absences during an exam. They are just like tardiness, something that needs to be planned for as inevitability. So the first thing that needs to be done is to consider the reasons for the absence and the potential that that might have on the exam itself. Does it speak that they might need some extra support? Do they just need another chance to take the test, or was it something that could potentially affect their grade? So having a plan set up in the beginning of the year and a syllabus about how a makeup test is going to be administered, where it will be, what time of day, so that it fits everyone's schedule or the options available, and what accommodations are available. So one main goal is to have exam structure for makeup tests be similar to the day of exam. And so that environment needs to be one of the goals for makeup exams, including accommodations. So accommodations for students that have IVPs or 504 are necessary through every exam, and it's up to the teacher to make sure that on the day of that those accommodations are available. So for students that have an English outside of 504 or IEP, it's also necessary to make sure tests in the correct language are available or extra time schedules are available for students that need it. And then making sure that students are working on the skills that they are being tested on rather than their skills to access the content itself.
All right, so addressing students' questions. Students are going to have questions, and as teachers, we must avoid providing unfair hints or help. Answering questions that may be disrupted for the testing environment and inhibit effective monitoring. So, what questions can we answer? We can do clarifying wording, we can do definitions, and then receptive to students' needs without giving any type of answers or clarification. Um, and then with student frustration, so when we're addressing student frustration, just ask oneself like why that student might be frustrated. Do they have testing anxiety? Do they have a history of testing anxiety? Is it a trauma response? So some strategies for teachers, teaching effective study practices. So giving them like great study habits, breathing and relaxation techniques. So breathing in and out, counting, maybe making them draw on their hand or draw on a piece of paper, being encouraging, providing practice exams so that way they know what to expect. And then consider recommending counseling if they have that much anxiety about testing.